Hello.
Hello.
All right. Welcome to another session here with us at Mathematics Resource Center. Thank you for joining us. And today we will be looking at BODMAS. All right. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Thank you all for joining. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and share with others so that they can join and watch this session as we go through this topic. BODMAS, BOMDAS, PEMDAS, it doesn't matter which one you call it, it's the same procedure. All right. So thank you all for joining. All right, so we're going to get started in just a few minutes, like in 1 minute the most. All right. All right, so we're ready to go now. All right, so we're looking at order of operation, and when we're doing order of operation, we tend to use the acronym BOMDAS, BODMAS, or PEMDAS. All right, and the B stands for brackets, the O stands for order, the D stands for divide, M stands for multiply, the A stands for addition, and the S stands for subtraction. Depending on which one you're using, you might see the D coming before the M or the M coming before the D. However, I want you to understand that we do multiplication or division depending on which one comes first. All right, so the first thing when you see a question, you're going to look to see if there's brackets. If there's brackets, we're going to do that part first. So the first thing. So the first step is doing our brackets. So that's number one, right? The next thing is orders, and this stands for if we have powers or we have roots. So if you see 2 square, the square here tells us that that represents orders, right? Or it represents exponent. So if you're looking at PEMDAS, the E would be for exponent. O is orders. So we're going to look at the powers. And if we see any powers, we're going to work it out second. So first, brackets. Second, powers or roots. All right. The third now is shared between division and multiplication. Remember now, I did not say division and I did not say multiplication. It is either one. So the third is shared between division and multiplication, depending on which one comes first in the question that you're doing. All right. So not which one comes first up here or which one comes first over here. Which one comes first in the question that you're doing. So when you're doing that question, if you see division, you're going to do division first. If you see multiplication, you're going to do multiplication first. So division and multiplication is in third place. Who gets the trophy first is depending on who reach out first, who comes first, coming from left to right. Just as how you read from left to right, that's the order. So we do bracket first. Order, which have to do with the powers, right? And then we're going to do multiplication or division, whichever one comes first. All right. And then the last part that we do is the addition or subtraction. So that's number 4, addition or subtraction, whichever one comes first. So you have number 1, brackets. Number 2, orders. Number 3, division or multiplication, whichever one comes first. So there's no rule to say you divide before you multiply. No rule to say that. You're going to divide or multiply whichever one comes first. And then now, in fourth position, we have addition or subtraction, whichever one comes first in the question that you're doing. Sounds technical? Not technical. You're going to get the understanding just about now. So let's go to the question. And the first question says 2 times 11 minus 12 plus 2. And we're going to do this step by step. No rushing. All right, step by step. So the first thing is we're going to look to see if we see any brackets. Any bracket there at all? No. So the next thing, so we don't have any brackets. So we're looking for brackets. We don't have any brackets. We're going to look if we see any powers, any root. Root? Anywhere? 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 No. So we don't have any powers. Now the next thing we're going to look. Do we see what is in third place? Division or multiplication? Division or multiplication. So we're looking at it now. Do we see any division or multiplication? We're not just looking for division, you know. We're looking for either one. So division or multiplication. Yes. Here goes my multiplication sign. And I'm highlighting the sign, so it is going to tell you which numbers are being multiplied. What is on the left and what is on the right. Do I see multiplication? Do I see any division? So the only one I have is multiplication. So I'm going to do that first in this question. First in this question. You hear what I'm saying? Not that I do multiplication first at all times. But in this question, I don't have any division. It's the only one that is there. So I got to do it first. All right. So I say 2 times 11. That's the two numbers I'm multiplying. And that gives me 22. And what's left here? Minus 12 plus 2. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is addition or subtraction, whichever one comes first. So let's go again now. Addition or subtraction. So you look here, you see the word addition comes first. Does that mean I'm going to add first? Whichever one comes first. If when I go back to my question and I see addition, I'm going to add those numbers. If I see subtraction, I'm going to subtract before I go on to the addition. So let's go over there now. Now take a second, look at it, and tell me what you're going to do next. Yes, we're going to do the subtraction. So let's highlight our subtraction. There goes our subtraction. So we have the option of doing addition or subtraction at this stage. However, we are doing it based on what comes first, right? So let's go ahead and subtract 22 minus 12, and that gives us 10. All right, so that gives us 10, and we have 10 plus 2, and that gives us 12. All right, so there goes our solution for the first question. So we did 2 times 11, 22. We have minus 12 plus 2. We take 12 from 22, we have 10. We add 2 to it, we have 12. And that's it. Easy, right? I know you would say it is easy. All right. So we're going to get to the next question in 10. Quickly take off your solution. And if you haven't gotten it all by the time I reach to 1, remember you can pause the video and go back to it. All right. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we're going to go to the next question now. The next question says, use the order of operation to complete the question below. Same instruction. 4 square times open bracket 8 minus 3 close bracket. So let's see what we're going to do first. What's in number 1 position? Brackets. All right. You're not seeing number 1? All right, let me highlight number 1 for you again. Let me highlight them for you again. So we have 4 positions. Let's use another color. Position 1, bracket. Position 2, orders, and that has to do with the powers or the roots. Position 3, and that have a tie with division or multiplication. And position 4, it is addition or subtraction. So in position 1, it's brackets. Let's come to our question now. Do you see any brackets anywhere at all? Of course. Here is bracket. What's in that bracket? 8 minus 3. So the rules say work the bracket first. All right. So I'm going to say 8 minus 3, 3, and that's 5. What's in front of that? Multiplication sign goes back, and 4 square comes right back there. All right, so I bring them right down as they were. The only thing I've done so far is the bracket. Good. So I say 8 minus 3, 5. So the next now, what do I do? So we're going to go back to our rule, and we have it right here. So after doing our bracket, we do our orders, right? And it's color coded here as well for you to see that division or multiplication, addition or subtraction. So that's position 1, position 2, position 3, and position 4. Good. We're going to do our orders, which talks about the square or the roots or the cube. All right. Any of the powers are the roots. So we're going to say 4 square, and that's 16. How do you get 16? What does 4 square means? 4 square means 4 times 4. And 4 times 4 is 16. All right, so I put that little information over there. All right, so we know that 4 square is 16 times, bring down our number 5, and there goes the 5. So now we're going to say 16 times 5, and 16 times 5 is 80. All right, so that's our second answer. All right, give you some time, go ahead and write it down. All right, so yes, well done, Panda. All right. All right, Claudine, well done. Nice. So I see some students responding nicely in the chat. All right, good night to you. There's more. All right. Good night, Claudine. Good night, Ariana. All right. Good night, Stacy. Yes, now you see how we got the answer. All right. So someone is learning. Well done. All right, so we're going to continue. All right, so this is right across the board. Primary students do it, high school students, even when they get to college. All right, so this is the same skill that you're going to use. All right, so it's not just for primary students or to say high school students. These same questions, you're going to see them in primary, you're going to see them in high school. All right, you might see them a little bit more with roots in high school, but same procedure. You're going to get this at grade 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's get to the next question. Here we have the next question now. And it says 8 times 18 divided by 4 plus 15. All right, so here's the next question. So Claridine says he thought it was 4 times 2. No, 4 square means 4 times 4. All right, so let's just backtrack and show you another example. If it was 3 square, it means 3 times 3. 7 square, 7 times 7. 8 square, 8 times 8. 9 square, 9 times 9. 10 square, 10 times 10. X square, X times X. All right, so that's what the square means. Means that you're multiplying the number by itself. All right, so we're gonna, all right, so we're gonna go to the next question. All right, so here goes the next one. Who can tell me what we do first? All right, so who can tell me what we do first? Based on the rules, which of the operation am I going to do first? Yes, Panda, we are going to multiply. Yes, so we are going to multiply first. So here we have 8 times 18, right? And yes, so we're going to do 8 times 18 first. All right, so it is multiplication and we also have division. But when we look at it, it's either multiplication or division, whichever one comes first. All right, so if you look at this method up here, let's use another color. If you look at this method up here, you might say, oh, I see D before M, so I'm going to divide. It's division or multiplication, whichever one comes first from left to right. All right, so we're going to do the multiplication first, and it's 8 times 18. All right, so 8 times 18, and we do 8 times 8. 8, 8, 64, carry our 6. I will do 8 times 1, 8 plus 6, 144. Well done, Panda. All right, so 144. Well done, my darling. All right, so we have 144 there. All right, divide by 4 plus 15. All right, so it's 144 divided by 4 plus 15. So now what are we going to do next? Which operation? Clardine, yes, we're going to divide next. So we're going to say 144 divide by 4. So let's clear here now. So we're going to do 144 divide by 4. So 4 into 1 can't. 4 into 14 goes 3 times, remainder 2. And now we're going to say 4 into 24, and that is 6. All right. All right, so Claridine got 36 too. All right, and Panda got the final answer. Well done, Panda. All right, so here it is 36 plus 15, and 36 plus 15, you go ahead, you do your addition. 36 plus 15, 6 and 5, 11, 3 and 1 and 1, 5. So that's 51. So 36 plus 15 equals 51. All right. Well done, Claridine. All right. So there goes our answer. All right. How did you feel about this question? Feel you did well? Was it difficult? I know it wasn't. All right. We're going to go to the next one now. So take your solution down, and we're going to go to the next one shortly. All right, so here goes our next question now. And this will be your final question. All right, so if you haven't participated as yet, now is the time for you to join in the chat and try to participate. See what you can answer and see if you're mastering the skill. All right, well done to Panda and Claridine. All right, they have been participating really well. All right, good job. I remember that this is for primary, this is for high school. You'll even see these questions in college if you're doing, depending on the math that you're doing. All right, so these questions are right across the board. All right, it's a skill that you will be continuously tested on. All right, so let's go. We have 7 bracket 7 times 8 minus 4 close bracket. Divide by open bracket 6 minus 2 close bracket. What do we do first? What does the rule says? What do we do first? All right, so Claridine says bracket first, miss. Yes, Claridine, we're gonna do brackets first. All right, so we're gonna look at the first bracket, and then we're gonna work with the first bracket. What's in the first bracket? Which of the operation do we do? When we look at it, we see 2 operations: multiplication, subtraction. Which one do I do first? So we're going to do the first bracket. So let's highlight what we're doing first, that bracket. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. So I'm going to continue now. All right. So I didn't get any response. I'm just going to continue. So we're going to do the multiplication in the bracket first. So I'm going to say, so Panda responded, yes, Panda. So we're going to say 7 times 8, right? So multiply 7 times 8, and that gives us 56. Good. And then we're going to subtract the 4 from it, but it's still in the bracket, right? So 56 minus 4 gives us 52. So we'll work all of the brackets. All right, I know that some persons tend to do the multiplication part only and then drop the bracket and leave the subtraction. You got to do everything that's inside of the bracket. So 7 times 8, 56, minus 4, 52. So we're finished with the first bracket. We see the sign division. We see another bracket over here, 6 minus 2, close bracket. We come down again, we see the sign division. And the next bracket over here, 6 minus 2. So we're going to do our second bracket. All right, and our second bracket, let us do it from this step. Our second bracket, 6 minus 2, and that is 4. Good. So I've done both brackets. I've done the brackets, the first bracket on the left and the second bracket on the right. Now the last thing that I have is 52 divided by 4. So I can come over here and I write down 52 and I write 4. 4 into 5, 1, remainder 1. 4 into 12, 3. So 52 divided by 4 is 13. All right. So well done to you all. Well done, Panda. All right. You did well. Well done, Claridine. Thank you for your participation. All right. So that's it for BODMAS. Or you want to say BOMDAS or you want to say PEMDAS. It doesn't matter which one you say. Just remember how to use it. All right. So when you're using it, you do your brackets first. The next thing you do is your order, which is talks about your powers or your roots. And the next thing is division or multiplication, whichever one comes first. So it doesn't matter how they write it in that way. We're gonna do the one that comes first in the question. And then we're gonna do addition or subtraction, whichever one comes first. All right. So that's it. And as long as you follow the rules, you will master this. All right. So it's order of operation, and we're looking at the different methods that are there: BODMAS, BOMDAS, PEMDAS. They're all correct. It's just how we use them. So thank you for watching again, for joining us at Mathematics Resource Center. If you haven't subscribed as yet, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get a notification every time we do a live. All right. And also share with your classmates, share with your friends. And if you want to be a part of our mathematics class, leave a comment below and I'll give you our contact number. You can send us a message on WhatsApp or you can contact us on our Facebook page at Mathematics Resource Center, right? And we will definitely reach out to you and get you enrolled in our classes. We have PEP classes, we have grade 7 to 9 classes, we have C-STEP mathematics class, and we also have additional mathematics class. All right, all the best, and thank you again for joining. Bye-bye. All right, so I've added the number in the chat so you can contact us on WhatsApp. All right, bye. Have a good evening.